Hello, YouTubers. Welcome back. Now we're in part 2 of the best of Doctor Who stories, Matt Smith. And the last, when we left off, I stopped at the Angels Manhattan. So I forgot there's more of Series 7. So let's go through it right now. Start off with Asylum of the Daleks. Now, this particular, it's a good episode, and all the Daleks come over and to kill the Doctor. But not only that, it's the first appearances of Oswald, played by Jenna Louise Coleman. And she was making souffle, and she was inside of the Daleks. As she says, "Run, you clever boy. And remember," that's what she says, until she sacrificed herself, all the Daleks and blow up. Moving on to the next story, A Town Called Mercy. Now, this is the second Doctor Who theme episode with westerns, and was not the first time. The 1966 episode, The Gunfighters. And Town Called Mercy is a very good episode, and I really love it. And that's when they call the cowboy look like a robot with a cyclops with an eye beam showing off. Yep. Geronimo. Yeah, this is a very perfect story. Let's move on to the next one. The Power of Three. Now, this is a very good story, and that's when some kind of a cube sent all over the globe to track down what appears like TV, like The British Apprentice, and among other. That's when they lock in the Power of Three until some kind of mysterious monster started attacking them. Yep. Let's move on to the next story, The Snowman. This is the second half of the 7th series, and reintroduced Clara Oswald. And this time, the Doctor got a new look and a brand new look in the TARDIS console. I really like the TARDIS console. Like, they bring back the control panels, mixing to like the sound effects from the classic TARDIS console room. Yes, brilliant. And that's when Clara Oswald fall off and died. Let's move on to the next story, The Rings of Akatan. And that's when a very good episode, and that's when all these monster things. Can you identify who these three masked monster is? If someone told me, let me know in the comments down below. The Rings of Akatan is very underrated, and it's a very okay story. The incidental music by Mary Gold is breathtaking. Move on to the next one, Cold War. Now, this particular Doctor Who reintroduced the Ice Warriors, who had not been since last seen. It was in the third Doctor adventure, The Monster of Peladon. And that's when the Doctor and Clara went into a submarine to stop these Ice Warriors from taking over and destroying all mankind, human. Yes, the Ice Warriors is very redesigned, but it looks very scary. Next up, Nightmare in Sylva. Nightmare in Sylva, and this witch, Clara's kids, take the first trip inside the TARDIS. And that's when all, including their robot doctor or cyber doctor, Matt Smith played a dual role in there. That's not the first time the Doctor's playing a dual role. There's the William Hartnell battle with the robot one in The Chase. Also, there's a a cactus doctor in Megalos, and now we got this. Nightmare Sylva is a very good David Tennant. It's Matt Smith's story. Yes. Nightmares in Sylva. Thumbs up. 10 out of 10. Next up, In the Name of the Doctors. A season finale in which Dr. Clara and joined by the Dr. River Song to join in with the help of the Silurian woman and Strack to stop this evil professor played by Dr. Richard E. Grant. Richard E. Grant actor, excuse me. Last see him in the Snowman episode. Yes. Basically, they show all the classic doctors in the beginning. And finally, the 50th anniversary special, The Day of the Doctors. What can I tell you, folks? The Day of the Doctor is a very awesome story. And it's good to see David Tennant and Billy Piper prize the role as and the 10th Doctor, David Tennant, and Rose Tyler, who actually calls The Moment. And plus a surprise visit by Tom Baker as the curator. And all the doctors on there. Plus we see a cameo appearances by Peter Capaldi as the new Doctor. You can see his eyes right there. That's the cameo appearances. And John Hurt did a wonderful job playing the War Doctor. Alright, folks, that's it for the best of Doctor Who stories. And make sure to tune in next week. So, is Sarah Sutton's birthday. Okay? Make sure you guys to rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Take care.